Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be doing some more video game music reactions, and we are going to be reacting to more Guilty Gear, but we're not going to be reacting to Guilty Gear Strive. We're going to be reacting to the original Guilty Gear, I believe. So I think this is a 20-plus-year-old game. This is the first Guilty Gear that they released, and we're going to be looking at a song called Keep Yourself Alive. So this is a blind reaction, so what we'll do, we'll react to it all the way through without stopping, and then we'll go over it again afterwards and break it down a bit. Before we do that, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel as well, as it really helps me out, and also leave a comment below because it helps the videos, but also you can put your suggestions for songs and content you want to see on this channel in the future. Also subscribe to the channel, I think I said that already. Also follow my Twitch stream so you can watch me play some games live and I'm not alone. That'd be nice. Yeah, I think that's everything, so let's get straight into the reaction then. So Keep Yourself Alive, Guilty Gear. I'm not sure what this is or what this is related to in terms of the game and the characters and stuff. I've not heard this before, so it'd be quite interesting to see where the music and the soundtrack of this game originated from. So let's give this a go. Guilty Gear, Keep Yourself Alive, reaction in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god. Wow. Nice. Nice. Ooh, okay. So much nice. Okay, so that was cool. That was very, very cool. I was just looking below down here. You can't really see it because it's in a small window for this one. But I think this was released in 1998. It looks like 1996. I can't quite tell because the quality of the image used in the video is not particularly good. So this is a long time ago this game was released, and the main thing that I get from this is it's arcade music. That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of like Mortal Kombat in the arcade or Street Fighter in the arcade. Like Where, you know, when I was a kid and, you know, we had consoles when I was a kid, we had like Super Nintendo and stuff like that, but games like this, you only really, or from my personal experience, you only really played in the arcade, and this is the kind of that where the music kind of just pulled me towards. I mean, it's you can see some of the influences from, you know, where the music is now from where this is, and this is the origin of, you know, the Guilty Gear music, I suppose. So let's talk about some things, and let's get back straight into the reaction and into the video. Let's go. Okay, so we've got this just hugely overdriven, you know, sound on the guitars, and knowing that this song was done in the late 90s, like, this sound is only about 10-ish years old at that point, and that's kind of crazy to think about if you really kind of think about that this sound is actually not that old when it comes to this, but 10 to 20 years old, I suppose, because this is just 80s hair metal. This is, you know, it really reminds me of like that kind of, you know, Def Leppard, Skid Row, some earlier Queen as well. That kind of just bombastic, like leather tights, you know, that kind of hair down to your butt crack, you know, that kind of eyeliner, that bombastic, what's the word? Flamboyant is the word I was looking for. That flamboyant kind of metal. And I kind of have actually a representative of that in the image, where you've got this guy, ripped guy. I think there's a character, Leon, I think it is. I could be wrong with that. With this big long hair and his big cool guitar, you know, that's kind of the really the vibes I'm getting. That proper like classic hair metal. And I guess this is kind of like the through line of music throughout the Guilty Gear, is that you've got every single song has just a great groove to it. Like if I was playing this back in the day when it came out, like, I would certainly be like nodding my head along to the music, as I would now with any of the Guilty Gear songs. And now, although this may not be as experimental or expressive as the newer songs from Strive, but it kind of lays the groundwork. Like the fuzzy guitar tone is something that's used now, like, and the speed of the way that the guitar plays, and kind of the duality of having that really low to keep the rhythm and the pace of the song, whilst having these crazy screamy guitar stuff going on top of that as well. I mean, it's a staple of metal, of this kind of flamboyant rock in music, but it's used all the way through the Guilty Gear songs that we've listened to that are of this kind of genre. Yeah, and as I said, it really does remind me of like the earlier Queen stuff. It does remind me of stuff like Aerosmith, and it does remind me of Skid Row, and it does remind me of I mean, the riff in a way, and this is kind of the interesting thing. The riff in a way is very similar to something you might get from Metallica, in the way that it's played, and kind of the hammer-ons and the pull-offs, which is why like hammer-ons and pull-offs, which is where you're not actually really plucking the strings, but you are playing the notes, pulling off the note to make a note. Like, doesn't matter. But that's the reason why the riff sounds so bouncy, is because it's using all those hammer-ons and pulls off. It's not picking every single string, which again is used in more metal stuff, but it doesn't sound like Metallica because of the guitar tone, because it's more fuzzy, because it's more bright, and that gives it that kind of more, flamboyant, as I said, sound to it. It's interesting because obviously the music of Strive is very much influenced by Queen and other bands like this, which I've been told in the comments. But it's quite interesting to see the influence from the very, very start. And I don't know if the same composers worked on this one and worked on Strive. I doubt it, I guess, just because of the amount of time they'd be working on it. But it's good to see the recognize the origin of it musically. Also, I think I don't speak a lot about other instruments other than the voice or the guitar, really, because that's all I really know. But I do like how there's different dynamics used in the drums. With you've kind of got this kind of the standard rhythm that it's doing now, but then it's got the hits that are like kind of on the offbeat, I think, as well, to kind of give it that build of tension and stuff. I mean, I think this is quite clearly music that's used during a fight stage, and I think that you can tell that because the motifs are, this is repeated quite consistently. So it's kind of, it feels like the music has been written in a sense of that it can be just repeated over and over and over again as long as the fight, the game lasts. Which is obviously why the motifs are repeated quite consistently, but that does add flavor with the lead guitar on top of it. It does add some flavor to stop it from being just droning and not that interesting. And I'll just mention quickly also to give it that kind of beat as well, the pause and the breath to be able to give us a moment before we just jump straight back into the action is always good thing. Always a good thing. Yeah, and then it kind of ends on this kind of, it doesn't end on a note that you would normally end a song on, like it kind of ends on a question in a sense, I don't know whether that's because it's, just you don't often hear the end of the song anyway, because it's supposed to be a song for a fight stage. I'm just trying to think what that riff reminds me of, the bouncy of the pulling off. I mean, you could put that on any sort of 80s you know, like prog rock, but 80s rock album, and it would fit in perfectly. And I like it. It's a great song. It's great. It's great music, great guitar. I always appreciate a song with great guitar. What do you think of this song? Let me know in the comments, and let me know what you think of it compared to other songs that we've done with Guilty Gear. Also, let me know what other songs you want to hear on the channel as well. Please put those in the comments below. And also, please do like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel as well. Follow my Twitch stream. But having said all of that, thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.